What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more UB40, and we're returning to the Greatest Hits 1980 to 2000 compilation. Thank you again to Adam. And the next track in the playlist is Kingston Town, which I'm assuming relates to Kingston, Jamaica. I suppose it could be a different place name. I know they're from the UK, but that would be my estimation in advance. I did want to comment and thank folks who remarked on the first reaction I did for UB40, and a number of folks said that the earliest phase may be their most celebrated or the most appreciated by the hardcore fans, even if perhaps they are most internationally known for those covers that I mentioned I am familiar with, Red Red Wine and I Can't Help Falling in Love with You. Nevertheless, I am very much looking forward to a more old school reggae sound, which is what people said their earliest stuff is characterized by. So yeah, without any further ado, let's give it a listen. This is UB40 and the track is Kingston Town, included on the very best of UB40 1980 to 2000. Oh. That sounds familiar.
The night seems to fade, but the moonlight lingers on.
I've heard of this
There
somewhere.
are wonders for everyone. Whoa. The stars shine so bright, but they're fading after dawn. There is magic in Kingston Town. Oh, Kingston Town, the place I long to be. If I had your word, I would give it away just to see the girls that play.
I
When
love that.
I am king, surely I would need a queen and a palace and everything, yeah. And now I am king, and my queen will come at dawn. She'll be waiting in Kingston Town. Oh, Kingston Town, the place I long to be. If I had your word, I would give it away just to see the girls that play. Yeah, when I am king, surely I would need a queen and a palace and everything, yeah. And now I am king, and my queen will come at dawn. She'll be waiting in Kingston Town. She'll be waiting in Kingston Town. Right now, she'll be waiting in Kingston Town. Oh yeah, she'll be waiting in Kingston
What a
Town.
lovely, smooth, and mellow tune. I became less convinced that I've heard it by the end, but at the very beginning, something about the melody, it just struck me as, maybe I've heard this, or, it was in a movie or something where I've seen or heard like part of it, but In any case, by the end, I was less certain of that. But yeah, so I'll start sonically. I love the simplicity of it. It's just got that, reggae rhythm with, I think it was maybe a keyboard line or, rhythm keyboard with a guitar. I'm not certain. But especially these like backing ambient pads, they were really subtle, but they had this like floating ambient sort of feel. Absolutely love that. And then that little light keyboard riff right at the end of the measures. I was particularly fond of that. Vocals, again, very smooth, very tender, just like comforting almost. And then lyrically, I think we are talking about Kingston. It's interesting. I like very recently I read an article about Kingston, and it was talking about how it's like been this creative force where not only have many famous musicians and producers and even entire musical genres emerged that then have become world popular and had regional variants and so on, but that there's something about the socio and cultural environment that precipitates or facilitates, encourages that creative flourish that it has represented or expressed over the last several decades. So it's good timing for this one. But I like how he's talking about wanting to find a queen and that he'd give up what he has if it means he could just go there. It's where he wants to be, and see the girls at play and maybe find a queen who can dance with him and give him balance in all things. It's a very sweet sentiment in addition to the sweet sonic. So it feels like lyrically, vocally, and sonically it's all in symmetry and alignment when it comes to that mellow, light, and uplifting kind of groove. And as I said, it's not a very complex or dense production, but I think it's very sweet in that simplicity. So yeah, just a very enjoyable tune, uplifting and airy. And ultimately, I'm looking forward to more of this like very vintage kind of reggae feel. I don't know if you would call this roots. Again, there's like some electric keyboard sounds, but it's a very simple and straight away type of reggae, at least at the very beginning of this compilation. So very much enjoying the UB40 journey. Once again, shout out to Adam for sharing this. It wasn't something we talked about. We've talked about a lot of stuff that he has in his music drive that I've been drawing from, but this was just, on a lark. I was looking for U2 and it was like, oh, UB40. You know what? I've heard those covers. I really enjoyed those. Want to hear more, and it's been a very nice turn down this street. So looking forward to more. Let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.